Oh, for God's sake. I can't freaking believe that android police officer just got me arrested after I was arguing with John inside the IHOP restaurant. Listen here, you android sicko. You should have to know that I'm a freaking master, and you know it, for God's sake.
Boris the Teeth Guy, shut up. You're not a freaking master. You're so freaking stupid that you wouldn't even learn a lesson about anything on your own. And if you freaking dare escape the prison cell again, then I will be arresting you for 105 trillion decades if you do it again.
Officer, shut up. You should have to freaking know that I'm a freaking master, and you know it, for God's sake. I am so freaking tired of you getting me arrested for tons of decades in a freaking row because of your stupid policies.
Boris the Teeth Guy, you idiotic sicko. Don't you ever talk smack to my policies, because my policies are not freaking stupid or anything like that. And also, you don't ever tell me to shut up because I am the freaking cop, and you know it, for goodness sake.
Officer, shut your mouth. Becoming a freaking cop doesn't mean that you can arrest me for tons of freaking decades in a row, because I would freaking die if I could stay in this prison cell for a long time. That's it, I'm breaking out of prison again, so get the freak out of my way, you fool.
You wouldn't even do it.
I said move.
Meanwhile, at my house with John. Well, John, since we are back home from IHOP, let's watch some of my YouTube videos that I have ever uploaded.
Great idea. Let's watch your videos on YouTube now.
I'm back, you freaking idiotic sicko.
Curses. Boris the Teeth Guy, why in the world are you still here, for God's sake?
You know the reason why I am here is because you've called the freaking cops on me for stupid reasons, for goodness sake. Now, I'm telling you a lot of times to stop calling the freaking cops on me, for God's sake.
You hold on just a second, Boris the Teeth Guy. I cannot let you argue with me for the second time, for crying out loud. Also, android police officer just got you arrested after I called the freaking cops on you inside the IHOP restaurant for my breakfast. So, you deserve the right to be arrested for tons of decades in a freaking row, for God's sake.
John, let me handle this. Boris the Teeth Guy, you know the reason why John just called the cops on you inside the IHOP restaurant, because you do have the right to get arrested for tons of decades, and you were starting to cause an absolute major trouble in the freaking day, for goodness sakes. So I will be telling you to get out of here right now.
No, I don't want to be arrested for tons of decades in a freaking row. I want my revenge on you guys for getting me arrested for a bunch of times that I have caused, for goodness sake. You are still gonna get into trouble for what you have done to me in the past 2 years.
What are you talking about, Boris the Teeth Guy? Getting me into trouble doesn't mean I can get you arrested for stupid reasons like anything else besides me. I'm saying that you do have a right to get arrested by android police officer for doing something terrible that you've just caused at the Plotagon City. That is why you are a freaking psychopath. Get lost and get cancer.
Shut your mouth, you idiotic sicko. I told you for the millionth times that I don't like getting arrested for tons of freaking decades in a row, for goodness sake. But first of all, you are going to be in so much trouble, because you are going to be grounded for whatsoever in your freaking life. And second, you're gonna be arrested for life, because I am gonna teach you a freaking lesson about what you have done to me in the past 2 years.
Boris the freaking Teeth Guy, I want you to stop getting him into trouble right now. He doesn't have the right to get arrested because Aiden Hooks is a very nice guy in the freaking planet. Maybe you should have to get cancer because your cancer will be on your whole body for the next year or so. So get the freak away from Aiden Hooks right now, or I will be calling the cops again.
John, shut up. I told you for the second time that I don't want to get cancer, because I really want to live longer in my whole life right now. Also, you definitely need to know that I'm a freaking master, and you know it, for God's sake. But your best friend Aiden Hooks will be getting into trouble by getting me arrested for tons of freaking decades, and it's gotta freaking stop right now.
No, it doesn't need to stop your arresting time, Boris the Teeth Guy. Getting you arrested will freaking teach you a lesson about what you did at the Plotagon City, for freaking crying out loud. So you better cut this shenanigans out right now, or else Aiden Hooks will be calling the cops on you again.
John, shut your mouth. Calling the cops on me isn't going to work, you idiot sicko. So you have to freaking face my teeth. Face it. What?
That's it, Boris the Teeth Guy. I've just about had enough of you causing trouble at the Plotagon City. I'm calling the cops right now. When I called the cops on Boris the Teeth Guy, and then, android police officer has arrived at my house.
Boris the Teeth Guy, this is like the second time that you've been arguing with people at their property, for goodness sake. But listen, why in the world would you have to do that?
Officer, you idiotic sicko. I'm teaching Aiden Hooks and John a freaking lesson about what he had done to me in the past. So can you please just get lost? You are not a real cop, for goodness sake.
Yes, I am. I'm a freaking real cop, so stop telling me like that. Now you are under arrest for arguing at Aiden Hooks and John at his house. I'm taking you to freaking jail for 105 trillion decades. Get in the freaking car right now.
No!
I freaking said now.
Meanwhile, in the prison cell with Boris the Teeth Guy, also known as Red Boris.
What in the actual heck do you guys think I will freaking do next after I break out of prison? To be freaking continued on the freaking